G'day viewer, welcome to this DVD presentation of Brett and Riggs live in America in 2001. On September 28 of that year we flew into Indianapolis to fulfill a long-held ambition of doing a road trip around the USA. We were there for 5 weeks. We flew out of LA on November 13. We start at the Riggs family compound for a bit of a Riggs family reunion in Shirley, Indiana. We hope you enjoy it as much as we did making it.
Alright, well, we've been here for about half an hour. We're in Shirley, which is about 45 minutes to the east of Indianapolis, which is probably, what, about 40 miles? 40 miles out, as you can see. It's a Riggs family reunion. And there's Glenn over there, another Glen Riggs.
That's Glen Riggs, and he's been motivated to take his camera out.
Yep.
Oh, that's what he said. Glenn, I gotta come and meet him.
I'm glad you guys didn't go uptown and everything, because you said your name's Glen Riggs. He'd had to fought, wouldn't he?
I'm telling you.
I would have been locked up before I knew what was happening.
So you live around here, don't you, Glenn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just live outside town here.
Okay.
I don't know if you go through all these cars, I wonder how many guns you can find.
Oh.
We'll find none in mine.
Why? You going to tell everyone back in Western Australia, Sheila, what you got here?
Oh, that's a 1985 Corvette. Has 38,000 miles on it, and it's my dream car. I've wanted it for 25, 30 years and finally got it. And we just take it out on the weekends, like an old lady driving her car on Sundays.
And special occasions like today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn, that's for sure.
This is my first and maybe only ride in a Corvette, so I'm going to get it for prosperity.
Okay.
And this is Stacey. We've been staying with Stacey.
Hi, hello. We're going to take a little ride.
Nice one. Out to the countryside. Here in Shirley, Indiana. Well, there's some Harleys for us.
Hi, guys. And then this is Ben's, his little, the Shirley watering hole. Hi. We're going on tour.
Goodness me.
Everywhere.
Haven't driven a manual one either. Yeah.
Today is September 30, 2001, and Riggsy and I have come to the largest sporting arena in the world, the home of motor racing since 1911, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And admittedly we're here for Formula One, but we're here.
Howdy, my name is Patrick Klein from Austin, Texas. I was going to show you that we do know how to drink beer in the States.
It's a pint can too, it's not a 375.
More.
Beer.
He's gone.
Sensational, Patrick.
Good job.
I hope you don't fall down after just winning the Grand Prix from Mika Hakkinen.
No. Well, Mika Hakkinen deserved to win because he's going out this year.
That's it. That's his last win. What sort of planes were they flying in France in 1917, 18?
All you see around you. Spads, Newports, Thomas More Scout, Fokker, Tri-Wing, Fokker DV7 above you. As you see the Tiger Moth, which is a British primary trainer, basic trainer during World War II, and then you see a Spitfire, and then they have a little vignette set up to show how a battlefield would look in England during the Battle of Britain.
This plane is the boxcar, the B-29 bomber that dropped the bomb on Nagasaki, which finished World War II.
Well, it's a kamikaze. It's a suicide bomb. Basically, what the front end was a 2,000-pound naval shell with a wing stuck on it with a small rocket motor. That was dropped from a Betty, a larger bomber, and then it would glide, rocket-powered glide into the ship. That's what they look like.
And they had to have a dude sitting in there.
Yep. He had a one-way trip.
Yeah, he wasn't coming back.
No.
We're in F-16 cockpit here. We've got our throttle here. We've got our what do you call this thing? A
Control stick.
control stick, which is like the steering wheel of the coach. And there's a lot of buttons in here.
Plenty of buttons. Switches.
A lot of switches. How much fun would they be to fly though? What's that one there?
That's a B-52. You can see the B-52.
Yep.
And then down below it you have a F-16 from the Thunderbirds. And behind it an F-86. And then you see an F-117 Stealth. An F-22, which is a planned fighter for the future. An F-15 Eagle. And then an F-89 Scorpion. And the big cargo plane with the clamshell doors is a C-124 Globemaster. And then you see the X-29 up above with the wings swept forward. And then right above you, straight up, is the Predator. And this is the unmanned aerial vehicle. This is what was flying over, I believe, in Afghanistan.
And they claim they shot one down.
Yeah.
We're going here for a look.
Never jumped this one.
Old's 200 parachuters, the Joe was saying. A few more than the plane I jumped out of in 96.
Did you jump?
Yeah, I only did a static line jump though in 96.
You got to get up here about
18,000,
get about 72 second delay.
No, this is
I'll leave that to you, Jerry.
3,500.
See the patches?
Bullet holes.
Yeah, where the North Vietnamese Viet Cong would shoot at it. But they called it patches because those were for the 4 Purple Hearts that the crew earned flying combat missions in Vietnam. There's a bullet hole here. Bullet hole here. They just patch over them. There's one there. It's a C-123.
October the 3rd, 2001, and Glenn and I have come to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and this is the Hall of Fame Museum, and we're going to have a look around here for an hour or two. This place is the home of many Indy 500 winners over the years, amongst other cars. A lot of money in this building.
Amazing the amount of cars in here.
This car is what's known as the Marmon Wasp. This was the very first, it's the car that started it all. Ray Haroon won the very first Indy 500 in this car in 1911. The little gadget on the top there is very first rear vision mirror ever used on any car anywhere in the world. This is Morgan Street here in, where are we, Jay?
Mooresville.
Mooresville. And near Indianapolis. And we're going to pick our car up. Video diary.
There you go.
See the flash paste in the driveway.
Did some Velcro and duct tape and tape it onto the dash when you were tripping.
Race cam.
Yeah. Helmet cam. Is that it?
No. Go past the Jeff Gordon flag up on there on the light, on the flagpole. It's this one here, the blue box right here, left. This is it.
Right there?
Yep, 6730.
Car.
There it is.
There she is.
And this is where it's been living for the last 4 years. It's got a little scratch on it.
Yeah.
But that's about all.
Yeah. That won't affect the aerodynamics or anything.
The interior is immaculate. Everything works. It's red. Real red.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Stone?
It's good.
It's in good nick?
Yeah. It's good.
Would have been.
The afternoon after. Mr. Jeff Riggs. Oop. Oh, look, he's asleep in the back. I haven't got any shots of your house on video yet, you see, so.
This is my house. 5864 Primrose.
This is where Glenn and I have been staying of recent times. Here's Jeff and that's Lara.
Hi, Lara. Where are we going?
That's your little bundle of joy.
Mm-hmm. Zoe Isabella Riggs.
Oh, you have to come back.
How you doing? All good?
Yes. What, you got a car? Where is it?
Tap the back.
Here, smile. Yeah.
It's got white walls actually. I didn't realise that. Well, I didn't.
It's tidy. Yeah. Aircon goes. Just hasn't got a V8 in it. Oh well.
Can't have everything.
3.8 litre. Yep.
That's funny, the little,
Tiki troll.
the troll has a little booty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's done some miles, the troll. So what do you think, Jeff? 1350, is it alright?
You did pretty good, I'd have to say. Not bad. It's it's inconspicuous.
Yeah.
This is it. We thought about a Camaro, but
Oh, you'd stick out like hard on.
Like an old 72 or something full of rust.
Yep. You get on it around the corner, you'll be getting pulled over.
Yeah.
And this,
They won't look twice now.
We'll get you a flowery dress and a big hat with a wide brim on it, and they'll just think you're an 80-year-old lady driving around.
Yeah, you need to have sunglasses on him just to look in the interior.
Oh, yeah.
She's a bit red in there.
Yeah.
alright, Riggs and I have done some cruising in about 1,000 cars together over the years, and this is just another one. We're in a 318, a 5.2 litre Jeep Cherokee here in Indianapolis cruising around. This belongs to Riggs' cousin Jay, who is ahead of us in our Oldsmobile. We're going to go out and get a licence this afternoon in Jay's name to enable us to leave tomorrow to go to Charlotte.
You can notice that it hasn't got a number plate on it.
Be careful. X alert.
Jay's got the paperwork and he assures us they pull him up, it's all totally legal.
That's the radar detector, by the way.
Yeah.
You look at the radar detector.
X alert.
Alright, we've started our actual trip today, and on the right hand side, as you can see, we're just going over a big bridge. Is Louisville, Kentucky. And yeah, so Glenn and myself, we're spinning down now. We're going to go to the Jim Beam factory, or distillery, shall I say. We'll be there in about an hour time, if that. And then we're going to go to the Bowling Green, Kentucky, where the Corvette factory is. So we're going to get a few things done this morning before we head out to Charlotte, North Carolina for this weekend's NASCAR race. It's all good.
There we go, viewers. Today is Friday, 5th of October. We're in Kentucky, a little place called Claremont, something like that. We're about 20 miles south of Louisville, Kentucky. And as you can see, Jim Beam American Outpost. This is where they produce Jim Beam bourbon, and we've definitely had our fair share. So we're here to pay our respects and see what we can find in here. It's a beautiful place. Around here. It's a bit of breeze, but it's quite warm. Just as you'd imagine it, like see the smoke billowing away out of the
distillery. That's the distillery over there.
A couple of big semis down there they're loading barrels into. And
Alrighty, we're inside the Jim Beam house here at the American Outpost, and this is Olivia, and we're enjoying a sample of some Malden Creek, which is
the oldest bourbon.
The oldest one, which is 9 years.
100 proof.
And this was a Beam family home up until the mid-80s. How many visitors do you get through a day? The Jim Beam Distillery, Claremont, Kentucky. Smell it, you can smell it. Smell the whiskey burning. This is just one of the barrel houses, 20,000 barrels in each one. There's 51 of them around here.
It's pretty high.
There's a draft coming straight through, it's great.
The smell is sensational.
Hey, well, it's with a tear in the eye that I introduce this part of the video. Riggs and I have come to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to the National Corvette Museum. Let's go and have a look. It's original, isn't it? 1953. Of course, the very first ever Corvette is in the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan. Have to get a few shots here for Robbie Bruin.
Yeah, white wall tyres, like our car.
1958, of course, and it's a recreation of a 50s garage. Immaculate. The showroom. It's the 69 Stingray. It's the pace car from the 1978 Indy 500. Well, here in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the National Corvette Museum, there's a whole heap of parking bays right at the front, Corvettes only. If you've got a Corvette, you can park on pole position. We haven't got a Corvette, we've got an Oldsmobile. So I thought, well, I'll fix that and I'll buy a Corvette. Here it is, Corvette only parking position. It's about to rain here in Bowling Green.
Still quite humid though, and guess what we're looking for? Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Make sure that they're not.
We thought we can't come to Kentucky and not have KFC.
And God damn,
and we got all the other slime shops.
It's mixed slime, I keep thinking that's a different coloured roof in Australia.
Yeah, it's a proper colour, it's red. And we got the Burger King.
County in a battle of 1 versus 2 in Class 2A football in Kentucky.
Can't be too far away.
You've got to get used to the traffic lights hanging on wires bloody 20 feet above the ground too. They're not on the ground on a pole, so.
But that's true, but at least they're twice as the size of the ones in Europe, which are hiding.
I know, it's a good idea, honestly.
Less things for these people to hit.
I can smell it.
Following the game.
Two or a little bit great.
Here we are. We're going to put it straight on pole position.
Mr. Bush backs the next tax cut is missing individual.
6:30 at night. We stop in the middle of the road here for no reason sometimes. Conditions are atrocious. We're just about 30 or 40 miles east of Nashville. We've had to avoid Nashville because we heard on the radio that there's accidents there because of the conditions. So we've avoided the ring road, and we're going to join the 40 a bit further east. And to do that, we've had to take some inland roads here. This is Another river system. Just come over the Cumberland River. We've got some good music happening on the local radio station.
Good stereo to play it, well, good radio anyway. It hasn't got a tape player, but it's got a good radio. I'm watching the road.
Well, we're on the edge of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park in the east of Tennessee,
and we're working our way across to Charlotte. But at the moment, we've got to, I'd say, go off about another 4,000 metres by the looks on the map. We'll be working our way through some beautiful scenery, like you can see behind us. We don't exactly know what, but
we're going to find out.
It looks pretty spectacular anyway, looking back out the little town called, what was it called?
Wares Cove.
Wares Cove, back about 5 miles behind us. Keep you informed.
Yep.
As we said, we're up the top of the Great Smoky Mountains, and they're living up to their name.
Can't see a bloody thing.
That's looking down about probably 4,000 or 5,000 feet.
Trees this time of year, of course, being autumn or fall, they call it here in the States, are an exquisite colour. We've got a bit of a vista up here. You know, the weather's not the best.
Still be best part of 5,000 feet, wouldn't we, up, I reckon?
Yep.
Highest point was only back there, maybe half a mile.
Alright, it's October 7, 2001 today. The day that the Bathurst 1000 has been run in Australia is the day that Riggs and I have come to Charlotte, North Carolina for the UAW GM Quality 500-mile NASCAR race. We're a long way from home, and it's a dream come true to be here.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Listen to that.
Let's go race.
We're here. Can't believe it. We're not looking on a big Foxtel screen. This is live.
That's it. deserved to win. He had the fastest car all day.
Yeah, it ran well.
Burnout, baby!
Funny how the cars can keep going that long, that hard.
That's unbelievable.
As you'll see on the video, some of them even lose it, hit each other, hit the wall. They still seem to start up, get in the pits, bang them out, get back on there. Hold it flat. So we need Sterling car?
It looks like it. We'll go and check it out.
They're celebrating America with America today.
Having left the Charlotte Motor Speedway, we're in the car park. Everything's at a standstill. Some people are having a party, others aren't. This is a 2001 Camaro. Nice little pursuit vehicle.
I've already shut down the counterflow lane. I have pushing everything in the right-hand lane. But whatever you got left up there is all you got.
We're in traffic, leaving Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's the transporter of Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the way back to Dale Earnhardt Enterprises. In fact, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated at Mooresville,
and it was at 1 o'clock
just up the road here from Charlotte Motor Speedway.
The treaty room here at the White House and delivered the official confirmation.
Okay, ready, we're on.
Okay, we're following the 8 trailer. There you go. There's a good view of the side of it.
Pretty flash rig, that one.
We're going to be in America, eh? Following Dale Earnhardt rig like that. Certainly not. Certainly a bit far away from Wanneroo Raceway or Barbagallo Raceway in Wanneroo. That's for sure. Dream come true today. We're about as far away from Perth as you could get here.
Painted up through the doors.
The 94 championship winning Chevrolet Lumina, Richard Childress Racing. So this is Eric, who looks after this Jeff Gordon.
Take care of this car. Trying to take care of these boys from down under.
Eric spent some time in London in Crystal Palace. So there's not many Americans I've met that have been overseas yet. I get a lot of them on my coach, on my bus, you know. But the Americans we've met here, a lot of them are going, oh, I'd like to go overseas, but I never got the opportunity or whatever, you know.
I've been lucky. I've gotten to do a lot of different cool stuff and go a lot of different places. So it's, you know, Europe. There's other places I still like, Australia. I still want to go there.
That's a great place. You fit right in there.
I want to go back to Scotland though. I went to Scotland twice.
So did I.
I've been there.
I've driven tour coaches up in Scotland. I tell you, it is a fantastic place.
Edinburgh is one of my favourite places in the world.
Alrighty, today is October the 9th, 2001, and we're currently in Georgia, but only for about 15 minutes. We're on our way to the Jack Daniel's distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. Last night we stayed in a little town called Athens, which I believe, in Tennessee. Having driven from North Carolina, we did about 300 miles after leaving Mooresville in North Carolina yesterday. It's all good. Rainy night in Georgia, it's not. It's a beautiful day again.
About 10 o'clock in the morning, actually, we've just gone across time zones just there.
That's true, yeah.
Well, as the sign says behind us, Lynchburg, Tennessee.
This is really the real back part of America, this is the real America here. A little bit touristy, admittedly, because the Jack Daniel's distillery is here, but it's just beautiful. It's so quiet and peaceful, and no one's moving real quick, are they?
No, we've just been having a bite to eat at a little cafe over here called the Barbecue Caboose Cafe. Very hospitable lady there by the name of Candy that served our food.
And she's told us where the Jack Daniel's is buried. Not many people know apparently, so we're going to go and check out the gravesite. So we're just starting the Jack Daniel's tour.
Fire Department, 1919 American LaFrance. Well, on this side, the 1928 REO Speedwagons. A little beer delivery wagon there's a 1924 T model. I drink that much beer in 1 second is what you think at home. That building down there is the oldest building on the property. That's Jack Daniels' old office. That building built about 1864 or 5. They used it till 1952. Built a building across the road. Moved out, left the office set up for display. Down back in the cave about 150 yards off the water from the back side of the dam. Never let it reach open air to contaminate. Then back in the cave close to 2 miles. Tapered down, water comes out of the ground, you can't get beyond that point. And they put tracers in every stream in the country trying to get a trace on the water, figure something out on it. Everybody able to do that. They just decided they don't care where it comes from as long as it keeps it coming. One with the water, one being Jack Daniel whiskey. And I say Jack looked up on this stream. A lot of cave springs in this part of the country. Most streams had a lot of iron in the water. Trace of iron in whiskey would be so bitter you can't drink it. Iron in concentrated form in whiskey is highly poisonous to your system. The old safe over there is the cause of Jack's death. Come in here one morning, couldn't get the old safe open, he got mad and kicked it, broke the toe on his left foot. Didn't go to the doctor right away, and gangrene set up. Finally talked him into motion going to the doctor, and the nurse was going to take his temperature. He got a little excited and swallowed a thermometer and died by degrees.
Bottling the Jack Daniels here.
The single barrel, top of the line stuff.
I think we should taste test some of this just to make sure that it's okay. You can smell it.
500 to 600 pounds. That'd weigh the Oldsmobile down. I'm sure we could have one on the back seat.
I think it'll be a problem for the V6.
Hose going through. Check out.
Yeah, we're going to taste some Jack Daniels. No else genuine Tennessee lemonade. Good though, freshly squeezed lemonade. Here's my bottle at the top there. Got one of them on my bar at home.
3 litre.
3 litre Jack Daniels. Well, we were talking to the lady, Candy, in the shop there where we had lunch, and she gave us, luckily for us, very serendipitously, she gave us directions to Jack Daniels' grave. We've just done the tour, and they haven't mentioned anything about this place, and there's no one else here. And, well, this is where Mr. Jack is buried, here in Lynchburg, Tennessee. He lived from 1850 to 1911.
There's quite a few other Daniels buried around here too. Super view from up here.
Fantastic.
Lynchburg, Tennessee. Daniel at the bottom.
Yeah. It says Jack Daniel, 1815 to 1911.
What amazing, isn't it? Yeah, they wouldn't want everyone to know about this, that's for sure.
No. There's a little Oldsmobile doing the trick just fantastically. We're in Fayetteville, and we're just videotaping some of the mansions that have been here for a long, long time, obviously. Absolutely stunning part of the world. Just near Lynchburg, about 15 miles west of Lynchburg. There was some money around in the old days, that's for sure, in this area.
Rich cotton farmers.
I don't know what they were doing up here exactly, but
geez, there's so much character in colours and that.
This is what it's all about.
Get down to the embassy, you reckon?
Yeah.
I guess it's down there, doesn't really look like a...
Look at that place, unbelievable.
Oh, watch out, there'll be a shotgun coming out from the barn. Go, Oldsmobile, go!
Backwoods, USA. Todd Johnson get a job there.
Kubota.
Serendipity, that's what led us to Jack Daniel's grave today, that very word. We're still on the 50 rigs, oh the 64?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, we haven't turned off it, so... But then again...
Driving through New Prospect in Tennessee, and we've just been... It's just incredible how exactly like it is in the movies, really, you know, like Hicksville, USA.
It is in the back blocks, isn't it? This part's quite civilised. Some of the others, like old car bodies and machinery and
little general stores, not very touristy out here at all. Ooh, Camaro.
yeah,
Didn't look like they'd been cutting the grass around it too.
a straight swamp.
Well, we're in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. This is the hometown of Davy Crockett, US Senator Davy Crockett, who of course, as everyone knows, died in the Alamo in 1836 down in Texas. And Glenn and I are just going to go and have a look at his cabin. This is a monument in the middle of town here to him.
His cabin's just down the road behind us, so check it out.
All good. That's the quaint little house there. Cabin.
Actually, no, there's nothing up there. There's not much going on there. Just empty.
So Senator Crockett used to live in this house. It looks pretty sturdy, doesn't it?
I think they've done a lot of work like I said up here, like the project they did in 86 or something. I can't read it. It's all news to me, isn't it? When did they just...
Well, today is October the 10th, 2001, and we've come to Shiloh, which was where the first significant battle between the War of the States took place on April the 6th, 1862, otherwise known as the American Civil War, when the Confederates, led by Johnston, came up from Corinth in Mississippi and attacked Grant's Union Army here. The fighting didn't only take place on the open fields, it also took place wherever it was happening, in the thick of the scrub. And this is Fraley Field, where the Union reconnaissance patrol early in the morning stumbled across the Confederate soldiers which were camped here. Well, actually they were getting ready for battle. And the first shots of Shiloh were fired here. In the next 34 hours, 3,400 men would be killed. The highest ranking officer to be killed in the Civil War.
It wasn't even a really severe wound that killed him. He was actually said he was hit by one of the cannonballs, or a small bit of shrapnel ball, and it tore an artery in his
leg.
Right leg, and he bled to death.
Right in this spot. This is the cannon pointing straight up, which signifies this place in American history. This is the Bloody Pond, where soldiers from both sides came to wash their wounds or try and drink the water. But after a period of time, both men and horses died in the water, therefore staining it apparently blood red. And there's an illustration depicting that scene.
It would have been horrendous.
Well, today is October the 11th, 2001, and no pride for guessing where Riggs and I have come today. This is Memphis. We're on Beale Street at the moment. We've been here since about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, but the weather's been so bad that we've just been taking care of administrative stuff like sending all our souvenirs home and catching up on the internet, that sort of stuff. Fortunately, the rain has stopped, so we thought we'd come out for a bit of a look, and that's exactly what we're going to do next.
Check out the sights on Beale Street.
Dream come true to finally be in Memphis after all these years. Home of the blues, rock and roll, and of course the king.
The view down Beale Street. It's closed off, barricaded there, so you can, all the festivities that happen down there.
It's obviously, as the name says, B.B. King's The Blues Club. And here on Beale.
Pussycat.
It's a genuine Tennessee cat. It's just waltzed into our room.
Tennessee. 11:30 at night. A couple of bourbons have gone down.
We've seen 3 Elvis films tonight. They're between films at the moment. It's just an affectionate thing, isn't it?
I've had 2 beers. That's it.
Maybe you should point us out where Graceland is at in the front here.
Alright. Coming out, viewers. This is our human establishment. It's quite warm out here. Our guitar-shaped tool at the Days Inn. Elvis Presley Boulevard out front, as you can see the traffic. Graceland is about, I'd say, 400 metres
Not even that, mate. Behind that tree. We can't see it from here, but behind that tree.
The entry gate's probably 400 metres down. Take us 2 minutes to walk down there.
There's the gates there, where that white sign is. To be honest, I wouldn't say that's 400 metres. I'll tell you the task on that. Let's go and have a look.
It'll be 400 metres the way we're walking.
Let's go and have a look. Alright, it's about midnight on October 12-13, 2001. Glenn and I are staying at a hotel which is just across the road here from where we are right now, which is Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. It's not a good shot on video, I don't believe, but basically that is the house, the big light up there on top of the hill. The Lion King. This is Tammy.
I have a little cat. He looks like Simba.
Oh, really? What's his name?
His name is Samson.
Oh, okay.
But he looks like Simba.
Publicly famous.
Yeah, it's referred to as the Beast.
It doesn't taste that bad. It tastes alright this morning at 9 o'clock. So humid here.
Just let me take that and film you.
Well, yeah.
There's our guitar-shaped swimming pool as advertised out the front on the sign. That's what attracted us here. And the 24-hour Elvis movies, of course.
24-hour Elvis movies, because that over there, that wall, is the front wall to Graceland. The grounds itself. Alright, you can do some filming for us then.
I will. If you guys are ready.
Tammy's the lovely young lady who helped us ship our memorabilia back, all our NASCAR stuff, for a very good price.
But I kept a pair of shoes.
Yeah. Yes, case of shoes are in there. Yeah.
Okay, here they go. They're going to take a swim today in this famous guitar-shaped pool. I think Jack's scared. Okay, there they go.
Sensational.
So how warm is it?
It's not that bad. Never swallowed a guitar shaped pool before. Today we went to Graceland. We couldn't take the video camera in because they don't allow video photography, they don't even allow flash photography. So the only mementos we've got really inside the house is what we took without a flash. Everyone's looking at us here out of their hotel rooms thinking we're crazy for swimming in October here in Memphis, but it's actually quite humid, it's quite good weather. Anyway, so we went to Graceland and we obviously we toured through there, we've got some exterior shots of the building, stuff like that, which will come out alright, but we couldn't take the video camera, so
You take the still camera in there, but you're not supposed to use a flash inside the buildings, but we had a few that accidentally went off, so we know some of our photos will work. As much as we got rated quite a few times, like the...
yeah, Riggsy got in trouble quite a bit.
Yeah, got the trouble folks.
I thought they were going to kick him out.
Set my flash off, but I know the photos will work, which is good.
Well, we've come today. Oops. Today is Saturday afternoon now. It's October the 13th today, and we're still in Memphis. And we've come here to the Lorraine Motel. This is the exact site where Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968. It's now the official Civil War Museum. Civil Rights Museum. It's been a bit like a Civil War, that's for sure. Riggs and I are just going to go and have a look right now. Sun Studios here on Sam Phillips Avenue, which is right on Union here. Where Elvis first came, of course, to make a recording for his mother's birthday, and he was discovered by Sam Phillips. Everyone knows the story. Just about 6 o'clock, we just finished at the National Civil Rights Museum, which we couldn't take any cameras in. Fascinating. And we're just driving around Memphis now on the way back to the hotel at Graceland. We just thought we'd get some images on film of what sort of city this is. Not the nicest place we've been to, admittedly, but very historic. But they don't keep it very clean, basically.
The west Memphis, where the museum was, getting there was pretty dodgy area. Like you wouldn't want to go through there at night.
So yeah, this is Bellevue. This road, it goes straight up. This becomes Elvis Presley Boulevard.
But it does change a fair bit. Like about just 5 miles behind us, we stopped and got some Subway, and it wasn't a very nice area. We had a guy banging at the door trying to get change off us as we were leaving. So we had to take off.
Now on the right hand side, you're going to see the Lisa Marie. Very shortly, there it is. And the Hound Dog 2 Jetstar. There it is. Look, I'll just stop right in front of me to have a look.
We had a look through the Lisa Marie.
And on the left hand side is Graceland Mansion. It's Graceland.
Yep.
And then straight ahead on the right hand side is the Automobile Museum.
And that's how close we are. There's the Days Inn.
This is us, our humble establishment. With the guitar-shaped swimming pool.
Everything's Graceland. Got the guitars and seen a few of those signs too. Welcome, God bless America.
Jackson, Mississippi. Hometown, obviously, of Woodrow Wilson, former president of the US of A. And today we're travelling from Memphis to
New
Orleans. And Riggs has kept up a frenetic pace since we began. We've done 200 miles in 2.5 hours.
Just keeping up with the traffic. They all seem to like sitting on about 80, 85 miles an hour on the interstate.
So we just go on with the flow. Nice part of the world, very green, isn't it, Riggs?
Yeah, it's beautiful down here.
Road's not too flash though.
We've got a beautiful day for driving too, beautiful Sunday.
Well, we've come to the deep south of Louisiana, New Orleans. As you can see by the sign, we're going to go for a look down Bourbon Street. Home of jazz, of course, here. What are your first impressions, Riggs?
It's a real party town, party street. Yeah. I like the idea, you can just grab a beer, start walking down the street, see everyone just start drinking.
Bourbon Street, of course. Of course is the Mississippi. Jackson Square in New Orleans. New Orleans as the locals pronounce it. And that's the man himself.
Okay, it's about lunchtime, Monday the 15th. As you can tell by looking at the bus, we haven't come on the bus, we drive here, but just down the road here we're going on a bayou tour. We're going to cruise, look for gators on the bayou. 2-hour boat cruise. We sussed it out last night, one of the brochures at the Days Inn. Looks like good value, so we'll give it a go and see what it's like. But
took us about an hour to find it. We're just south of New Orleans here in Louisiana.
And they go and carry the cash. Now they don't relocate them. That's they went down a bayou, find for gator, came up to the lead and disappeared. And get out the patrol officer.
This is where they film Live and Let Die.
yeah, everyone's throwing their jet boats.
Well, that's what we can't eat the horns anyway. You know, we look at the meat. I mean, we
mossy stuff hanging off the branches there.
Spooky.
And bow hunting is what you want.
Looks like in the moonlight.
No spot now, but those are when you're bow hunting, a doe above either side. Oh no, he swallows that. You know, the other day I had one about 2 weeks ago. I had a lot of dentists on the ride. And one day to come up and I had a smile looking, and it sees some. You want to check? Well, you'll check this out with something a little different.
I don't think I'll go for a swim just yet.
Yeah, right. That's the size where they really start to make and lay in the age good. That's where they really mature and develop. And this size, see, that got all 2,000 pounds of crushing.
Unbelievable looking.
That one they got all smashing and crushing and all the teeth. That would eat them turtles. See them 2 turtles we saw back there? That would eat one of them turtles like a potato chip. They crush them turtles like chips. I've seen them already crunching them and eating them to swallow the whole thing up.
The crocs we got back home.
And they got video of it last year, one trip over there in front of the pump station. It certainly goes by exactly what it is. So things like fish, frogs, and snakes, that's all soft stuff. Like a snake, a gator eats a snake, that's like a hot dog. Ain't nothing to a snake, a little skin and meat, it is off the foot, it's like a fish. Fish. I'm not into dessert. He said, how much more do you think I can fit? It's about hanging out right now. But that's how they digest it. For them, having the mouth open, it means his body's good and hot. He got it where he wants. And for them, it's like a continuous belch. Because like us, we eat it's a good month or so. Like the last we're going to be seeing the gators out in the open and really good and eat for sure. You get through the month of January, they had a 14-year-old live see some of the shrimp boats are getting ready to go out. There's 3 or 4 boats left since I did that. Sometimes you don't get but 3 or 4 hours of sleep for every 2 or 3 days. They're up and taking turns at the wheel and cooking and all.
Brett's behind the wheel.
It's all good. In Dallas, here we come.
The old girl's steaming along. It's about as slow as it's been on the speeder there for quite a while. We normally have it sitting around there on the end.
It's all good. Well, it's October 16, 2001 today, and Riggs and I have come to Dallas, Texas. We're here in Dealey Plaza on Elm Street, otherwise known as the Grassy Knoll. This area behind me, exactly where JFK was assassinated on November 22, 1963. And all around here now are memorials to President Kennedy and also to that day. The Texas Book Depository is just up here to the left. Shortly, the Texas Book Depository where the Lee Harvey Oswald shots are supposedly to come from. Down to this spot right here.
Can we buy more silver, or are we on a budget?
Grassy knoll. And then that's the picket fence where the second shot is supposed to have come from, which is the fatal.
The gentleman just told us up there that he's got quite a few photos which show just after it occurred, and there was supposed to be people signalling over here. One gentleman with an umbrella that was opening and closing his umbrella, which was supposedly a signal to a second shooter, which was over here behind the fence, that the job hasn't been done and he had to finish it. So, and a lot of civilians, people that were watching, ran up here, and a lot of these people have died within a couple of years of this assassination occurring. So it's very sus, that's for sure. We're here 38 years on. We thought we'd pay our respects and try and find out a bit more about the truth, which seems to elude us. You knew just as well, know a bit more, but you still don't know the full truth, and there's a lot of conflicting evidence and stories, and you know, it may come out in 30 years. That's the amazing kind of point. But yeah, there's history happened just here, bad history. Behind us up there, it's hard to see from here, this is the sixth story of the book depository, where Lee Harvey Oswald was up there with a rifle, supposedly. Never know the complete truth about that, because he was killed by Jack Ruby 2 days afterwards, before he got to trial. But yeah, it's quite an amazing place, and it's, to be here, it sends shivers down the spine.
Texas Bookstore Depository up there as we head on Elm. Past the exact place now where the limousine was driving on November the 22nd, 6:03.
Right now. This is where the motorcade took off on the way to the hospital.
34 Worth.
Taliban and opposition forces. That
it's an Air Force base here at Abilene, Texas.
Concentrations there. There's word a top Taliban official is seeking a slowdown in U.S.-led bombing, so moderates in the Afghan regime
decides that
reconsidering.
He's going to pull a Dale Earnhardt maneuver around the outside of that truck.
The Taliban foreign minister has asked Americans to scale back the military strikes so his fellow moderates can rethink the regime's refusal to hand over terror suspect Osama bin Laden. The source says the minister asked Pakistan to convey the message during a secret visit to the country within the last few days.
Sweetwater, Texas. And Riggs has to clean the car because he's let it get away a bit.
Look at our rubbish bag. I've got my work cut out here. It's a pretty hard job here in the Oldsmobile. Like,
it's about time he did some work.
I got the cruise set, 80 miles an hour.
He's been sitting back taking it easy in recent times.
Aircon's a bit cold though, really, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not even turned on, the fans are on, but it's still bloody freezing. The Budget Lodge, El Paso, just on the Mexican border.
Certainly our illusions of El Paso have certainly changed somewhat on the way in. Certainly a lot more built up than what we thought it might be. It's downtown over there, that's Mexico over in the distance. We're going to go there for dinner tonight. We'll give it a shot. This is the Rio Grande, which separates the United States and Mexico. That's the US side. And we're just crossing over the bridge, having paid 25 cents to get into Mexico. And now we're in Mexico. This is Juarez, Mexico. Just south of the border. Some of the local wildlife.
We've made an escape, hasty escape. A few over-anxious gentlemen trying to help us out to their seedy establishments.
Anyway, that's an impressive looking church in any country I've been to. Well, Riggs and I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours here in Mexico. We're just eating some enchiladas at a local restaurant. And this is the Mexican side as we head across back to the US. We've wisely parked the Oldsmobile on the other side and walked across the bridge. Otherwise we'd be in this traffic jam as well. Obviously things are a lot stricter since September the 11th to get back into the US. So it's a wise decision by us. Well, upon our return from Mexico tonight, about 5 minutes after that last video was taken, we were detained at United States Immigration, weren't we?
We were held in, taken to a back office where we had to wait for about half an hour before we were processed because we didn't have American passports, and after what happened on September 11th, the US is very
skittish, is the word I described.
Yeah, very careful, but yeah.
This border anyway, because we didn't have any problems coming in from into Chicago from Heathrow, but in all the times I've been crossing borders and landing in countries and stuff the last 2 years, it wasn't a problem. It was just that we had to go through this situation where we were photographed and had our fingerprints taken.
But there was quite a few other people. There's probably 3 other people in the office as we were when we were brought in. And we were there for probably the best part of a good hour in the office, and there was probably another 4 or 5 other people, a Dutch fella that came in, so that made us feel at ease. We knew we wouldn't have a problem. We had a couple of shot glasses, that was all we bought over there in Mexico. So
it was all a good experience though, because as we were sitting there, there was these Mexicans coming in who didn't have the proper paperwork. And watching them being dealt with was something to see. 4 of them got through, not a problem, and the 5th guy did not. It would have been good to have the video camera on that exchange.
Very stern, the woman there. The guy was actually, well, by the sounds of it, he's in the US Navy, but he hadn't been made a US citizen. He hadn't got all his papers.
Taken the oath, she said. If you haven't taken the oath, then you're not a US citizen.
And she said, have you got $175 on you to pay for it? And he said, no. We said, well, you're not coming in this country then. And let him outside. So.
And then there was about 4 or 5 of them in there when we left. Anyway, it was all down to experience.
Quite picturesque, apart from the early in the morning, the sun shining on the
They're all shanties over there. They don't live as well as the Yanks do, that's for sure.
No, we experienced it last night. Off into Arizona this morning.
New Mexico first. Well, Riggs and I today have come to Tombstone, Arizona. Where else? This morning we left El Paso early. Got stopped again by some police wondering who we were, all that sort of stuff, checking our passports. Got held up for about 20-25 minutes. And then we proceeded to drive straight through New Mexico, almost. We stopped for brunch there, and now we've driven into, as I say, Tombstone, which is just south off Highway Interstate 10. This spot here, as you can see, is where Buckskin Frank Leslie was killed by Billy Claiborne on November the 14th, 1882. Claiborne was one of the members of the gang that the Earps were trying to run out. It's a ranch war back here, way back then. An old Model T. Do love the old Model Ts. Car of the 20th century. There's Marshall Earp on the veranda. 6-shooter Jim needed a 7th shot. You've got to figure if they were...
I bet you're a bit of a get on too. Oops, sorry. It's too late now.
Seymour was killed by Indians. No doubt about him. Pima. In the middle of the Arizona desert. This is a car wrecking yard. I'll show you some classics in a minute.
Absolute classics. Breaks your heart to see them. Mustang, Trans Am.
Look over to the left here. Thousands of planes and bombs.
Navy, US
missiles.
Air Force. There's stacks of bombs, unbelievable.
All these planes here from the US Navy. Air Force, there's a shot there, Riggs out the back window.
Those big sonar device things on the top.
There's a shot for you straight through my window. Hundreds of them. There's the tail fins of some pretty big planes in there. We're in the fast lane, I've got to get over to the slow lane. We're not going there quick at the moment. I don't exactly know what they are. There's some Air Force ones there.
Another Air Force, big ones. Jeez.
I like big planes. I like small ones. Tucson, Arizona. It's quite a nice place. It's a lot of trees and stuff like that. And beautiful young ladies around.
At the university. Oh my God.
And it's quite green. It's very well irrigated, which it has to be, of course, being it's in the middle of the desert. But they really look after it. Unlike some of the other places we've been to in recent days. El Paso is one example of a real shithole. But Tucson...
But still better than URAD. What's it called? The Mexican.
Mexican side, yeah.
Mexican, that's
pretty dodgy.
To say the least.
Like, it looked like it was in Greece or something. You're not going to be able to see this very clearly, but I said to Riggs, have a look over there, what a view of the mountains for the sunset. And he said, have a look at that. There are thousands of Boeing 747s, etc., out there. That's what I was thinking about with regards to...
you can make it out, there's hails out there.
Thousands of them. See, what happens is that when these things become too old to fly, they bring them here. Some of them are brand new. I've read about them. I don't know how to get out there. Unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know if it's you're going to see it on video, but as far as the eye can see, big Boeings.
Yeah, that's where they've done a lot of the filming.
Yeah, look at them all. In the desert in Arizona. Shit. I'd like to have got a closer look. Beautiful sunset overlooking the Penal Air Park. We just went out there and tried to have a look, but they wouldn't let us anywhere near the place.
Wouldn't,
but I tried, Dad.
Wouldn't say no information, wouldn't even say what was out there, commercial or new or used or anything.
I know from reading about it that some of them are decommissioned commercial planes, some of them are new planes that haven't been delivered yet, some of them are new planes that were never delivered and have been out there for 10 or 15 years. Most of them Boeing.
The big planes, like we're 3 miles, I'd say, away from them, and their tails are sticking up.
It's amazing. Quantas, I can see Quantas from here. Plane I've got the top of us.
This is Phoenix, Arizona. 20 to 8 at night.
Come over a 2-hour time zone today, so it's quite late for us as far as we're concerned. It's going to affect an overtaking manoeuvre on this truck. It's like a road train actually. There's the city over in the foreground there. It's about as close as we're going to get to it, because we've got places to go, to be honest. Phoenix, well, next time.
We'll just zoom past the big caddy.
Well, cruising through Phoenix here, listen to a bit of Joe Cocker. We're going to go out the other side of town, just a little way, and get a hotel room for the night, because in the morning, if we were to camp the other side, the south side of town, traffic jams and that sort of thing, you know, to make it a very slow trip through, as we've got to stop, very slow trip through town. So we always go to the other side of the cities. And tonight's no different. We'd like to have a look at Phoenix, but we can't do everything on this trip. So this is as close as we get. As it is, we could have taken the bypass road right around the city, but we've decided to come in through the interstate through town, just to say we've been to Phoenix basically, and have a bit of a look. It's all good. This is the suburbs of Sedona in Arizona. The town that has as many visitors during the summer as the Grand Canyon, would you believe? And why not? Have a look. This is called Shadow Mountain Road.
All the houses blend in, don't they?
$5. This is Slide Rock State Park. Reminds us of home in the Pilbara.
A bit like even Calbarry too.
Yeah.
The gorges of Calbarry.
And the Murchison down there.
Yeah.
So we're a long way from Calbarry.
The water's a bit colder than Calbarry too.
This is Oak Creek, overlooking Oak Creek, which is way down the bottom. A few thousand feet, as a matter of fact. The 89 North, Arizona. .35 kilometres an hour at 82 miles an hour.
Getting a bit chilly in here actually, the air's a bit cold.
Riggs is struggling with the wheel, having to work hard.
It's a battle driving this thing.
As I did yesterday when I did 938 kilometres, Captain Slimy just sat here asleep.
City we're going to go through.
Yeah, turn right here for the 160.
And it ain't right, I must confess. It helps me to forget I ain't drinking any less.
Riggs likes this song.
Well, got to go easy on the esky back there. Chocolate's full of beverages.
Look at these big bloody pickup trucks.
That's all there is. Pretty flash.
State Trooper. Well, this is Monument Valley, right on the Utah-Arizona border. And if you think you recognise it, you probably do. This is where John Ford filmed about 11 or 12 westerns out here with John Wayne. A few other directors too, of course, have come out here. It should be remembered that this land out here is the Navajo Indian Reservation. As we say goodbye to it, although we're going to be staying on the Navajo land tonight in a hotel down at a place called, what's it called, the place we're going to stay at? Tuba
Town?
No, Tuba something anyway.
Let me have a look at the map. Tuba City is where we're heading tonight.
Off we go on the olds.
1297, Magnolia Boys.
Cruising to Tuba City.
677, Casey's and Winslow.
The local Navajo fair is happening.
9 to 5.
Well, we ran into a fair, as you saw in the video last night, here in Tuba City, Arizona, and the place is just chock. It still is. We had trouble finding a comm, and there's plenty of engines around.
Engines with their horses.
There's some over there. Plenty of trucks around, that's for sure. Anyway, we're off to the Grand Canyon. October 20, 2001, and we're at the Grand Canyon. Where else? There's little for me to say other than that we're delighted to be here.
Yeah, by the time we get down there.
We just had a typical Riggs obvious comment. He said, "You wouldn't want to fall down there."
Yaqui Point, well, near Yaqui Point, that's what this place is called. We're near the, getting around to the south rim now. Probably travel, what, 10 miles or so. Get closer and try and push the wall over so you can get a better look.
I don't see any reason to get out of the car here. Look at the view.
It's a bit damaged there at the front now anyway, so...
Yes, well, Riggs has just clipped the car in the car park. Not very badly. Not badly enough to warrant stopping and swapping details. He quickly chucked it in reverse and booted it.
That was by the village, closer to the village.
Yeah, well, you know, there were some pictures of these guys out on.
Well, we've just had lunch up at the Grand Canyon Village, and we're going to attempt to go for a hike. This is the before shot. Should only be 2.5, 3 hours hopefully. They say 2 hours, so we're going to say 2.5. It's called the Bright Angel Trail. Come across some mountain goats on the trail here.
You know what you're doing for, right?
I don't know how they balance up there. Fairly steep ledge.
get to balance pretty well, otherwise they
Fall
wouldn't
off.
last, would they?
It's like those cows I saw in Switzerland.
Like here, you take a step down there, you're about 200 feet.
Yeah, that's true, Rick. I didn't realise that. Well, Captain, we're halfway to the bottom. What do you got to say for yourself?
Oh yeah, I reckon we would have come down maybe at least a kilometre. We've done it about 40 minutes.
We have. Pretty good going, actually. Sore knees as a result, all the pressure we've been putting on. But it's nothing compared to the way it's going to be on the way back up.
Yeah, we set a cracking pace, but we've got to get back up there yet, and there's a lot of puffing and panting going on with the people coming back up, so, but it'll be good for us. So.
Well, this is the after shot. It took about 54 minutes to do the 2 miles back up the hill, which for me is pretty good going. If we had a lot more time, obviously, we'd go all the way down, which is about 4 miles. But obviously we'd take it a bit easier getting back up. But we've really pumped it back up. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, a bit of a blowout like that. We haven't done a heap of exercise this trip, to be honest.
It's about 4:30 now, so we're happy with ourselves. It's good effort, so good stuff. Picture of health there, Mike?
Some sustenance. Hershey's bar, which is my favourite American chocolate.
I've got my junior Snickers, fun size.
Before we take off, we're just having a bit of a rest.
You're not feeling guilty eating them this time, is he?
No, needed our sustenance. Got to dry out my Dale Earnhardt shirt. Back at the olds, which is running like a treat. Dirty, because Riggs won't wash it. We'll do some skids in it later.
Alright, we're on our way to Kingman. We're doing 145 kilometres an hour at the moment. And as Riggs looks out the back window, we've got a Mack truck that is doing 146 kilometres an hour.
Were sparked by the assassination of Israel's tourism.
I'm doing literally 87 kilometres miles an hour, and I'm not leaving this guy.
Speedo's at the end, and this Peterbilt truck is just sitting alongside us. He's just overtaking all these cars.
I'm just down the hill just then. I thought he was going to run me over.
I think it's a coyote.
It's a coyote. It's a dog. Let's kill it. That's what Riggs's second cousin Jerry told us in Indiana. Strange, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah. Probably waiting for someone to feed it, but don't think it's a good idea. We're about 30 miles out of Las Vegas, and this is the Hoover Dam. This is the lifeline, I suppose, for Vegas, isn't it?
That's right.
If we didn't have this, I'm sure it's going to be a real lush city when we get in there, very extravagant and a lot of money in there. This is because of...
That's right, that's how they can put it in the middle of the desert, because of all this water. It's like the... what the Argyle Dam is to the north of Western Australia. Well, we managed to find a spot where we can get a look at the wall, even though it's closed to the public.
It's Monday the 22nd of October. We're in Vegas. Been here, this is our second night in Vegas we're about to spend here. We're at the Frontier, which is Frontier Hotel, which is a pretty flash establishment.
Right on the strip?
Right on the strip. You can see the strip just out there. And as
Well,
we,
not a nice scene at the moment.
we come in this room, and this is what was on the desk here. The Desert Inn Hotel and Casino will be imploding the standing structure on Tuesday, October 23rd, approximately 2 a.m. If you look out straight out our window,
that building right there.
That is the Desert Inn Hotel, which is here at the moment. It's not going to be here tomorrow.
We're going to try and be sober enough and here.
The New Frontier is expecting some dust fallout from this event. Therefore, if you're occupying a room that faces the Desert Inn Hotel, when
that's the rest of it there. Casino's already gone.
It seemed a bit uncanny actually. He was when at reception booking in, the girl goes, "Oh yes, I've got the room for you. Don't worry." Straight away booked us in, and it appears that we're about the closest room.
Oh goodness me.
We asked.
You know, it's something that I've never seen before, and you know, we heard about it, so why not?
And at 2 a.m. you will be here.
I will be here.
So are we.
We can't help it. We're only 100 metres away in the room.
We have never thought about it, but I guess it's something you don't see often in your lifetime, so naturally you want to watch it.
The Desert Inn across the road here was where Howard Hughes lived.
It's an implosion. You can't miss that. It's a guy thing? It's a guy thing, I think. Across from the DI, the Frontier Hotel warned its guests.
When we checked into the hotel, they gave us a letter stating what was going to happen so that we wouldn't be scared.
Yeah, we got that letter, Riggs. We got on video earlier.
As with every Vegas implosion, a little piece of history goes down too. The Desert Inn opened in 1950. It was the class of the town.
When it opened, it was the classiest place.
Yeah, when it opened, it was terrific. I was there many times. It was, in its day, it was super, yeah.
Howard Hughes lived there for a while, eventually bought the place. It changed hands a few times. Now Steve Wynn will build his latest dream. Well, take a last look. 4 hours from now, that sign, that building will be gone. Replacing it will be Le Rêve, that's French for the dream. Steve Wynn's new place will have a man-made lake, 2,400 rooms, and a 42-story.
Here it is, live shot.
Reporting live on location from the Frontier. I'm Dan Burns, Fox 5 News. John?
Dan, in your travels tonight, talking to the people out there, did anybody say, hey, let's not lose any more landmarks like this?
You know, I couldn't find one single person who said that. Even some of the old-timers who've been around town for quite a while. Apparently people like progress, and the consensus is, hey, they're blowing something up. We got to come and take a look at it. This is not a big public spectacle.
We're going to be here.
I had to bet.
Hopefully the glass is fairly thick, that the big rocks and that won't go through it. Big brick.
Look at there's the where that gentleman was just doing the news shot from, the live cross. That's his truck. Held us up today as we were trying to get out of the car parking area, valet parking at the front.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
There we go. We're in America, everything goes here. You could be anywhere and things happen.
We're actually the only people in this building.
We're the only ones on this side of the... Riggs' credit card was no good when we first came in. I'll quickly use that. They sent him away, it wouldn't work.
I haven't seen anyone else get off on this floor.
I have, across the other side of the hall.
They should have given us one free.
Considering we're taking our lives into our own hands.
Yeah, look at that.
Evan, we've got to get know Evan pretty good on this trip.
That's only a little bottle though. Just the camera's on like widescreen, so it makes it look wider.
That's it. Hoover Dam, we went there the other day.
Open to the public.
Been there.
Restriction on semi-trucks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They dropped it. Big time.
It's like a 1/18 scale Eiffel Tower. Quite impressive nonetheless.
under here. It's Wednesday. We're still in Vegas, obviously, looking around at the surroundings, but we're heading off tomorrow. We're going to head up to Colorado, Denver, Colorado, through there, and be back in Indianapolis on Sunday. We're going to do about probably 1900 miles in the next 5 days. The old girl's done 5,000 miles exactly since we bought it 3 weeks ago. So we've just had it in, had a express lube, oil and filter, and they run through everything. $22 it costs, so it's all good.
Oh, just wanted to boost back then.
It does that when it's on cruise to maintain its overall speeds. It's a good vehicle.
It's supposed to be pretty spectacular, from here on through to Denver, a lot of it.
Oh, it's the Rockies.
The fellow was...
Of course, it's the fall here in America. That's why I got the stark contrast of the yellow trees against the rock here. Beautiful.
You say?
Good name for that town. This is the quaint little town of Aspen in Colorado. Home of the snowfields, although there's none here at the moment. Wrong time of year, of course.
We're about 10 miles out of Aspen, Colorado. This is the one of the main snow areas in the Rocky Mountains. Obviously it's still fall, so they're waiting for their snowfalls, and then the season will get cranked up again. But this is a real scenic spot here. It's called Maroon Falls or Maroon Bells. It's the area around here. You can see some snow down near the edge, and I've never even picked up snow, so I'm going to go and try that.
What are you going to do with that? Alright, we've just come in. It's the, what is it today? The 27th, October the 27th. And it's a Saturday. And we've just stayed in the Rocky Mountains overnight, about 70 miles west of Denver. And we're now just coming into Denver, Colorado itself. A 1 mile high city. So theoretically, of course, all you've got to do is have sex here to join the 1 mile high club. The main town square here in Denver. Very scenic here in Denver. Well, the sign says it all. As a big rig goes past, we're just heading into Kansas, having just left Colorado. And the Great Plains of Kansas, where all the buffalo were, until the men heading west in the 1870s, 1880s exterminated them all. So we're heading for a long drive. It's nothing. People say, oh, the nullables like that. Well, it's like that out here for the last 150 miles as well. But we like it, because the sun's shining and there's plenty of room.
vast difference in climate and surroundings we've gone through just through Colorado in the past 24 hours.
I was saying to Riggs before that that when we got into Colorado, there was all these beautiful mountainous, rocky, arid ranges like Monument Valley and the Grand Canyon. And then it moved through the Rockies, which are snow-capped peaks.
And it was bloody cold too at night.
Cold. You got through Denver, which is a mile up, and then just outside Denver, it was just like this, just a dead straight road. But not like being in the desert though, like wheat farmers, that sort of thing. It reminded us of the wheat belt back home. So it was the state of many contrasts, but not Kansas.
The weigh-in station for the big rigs.
Kevin getting himself an eye operation.
Preparing my eye operation for the operation.
He's got to put in some miles.
It's like I've smoked about 3 cones in the last 5 minutes.
We just filled up with fuel. We're in Abilene, Kansas. We were in Abilene, Texas. Now we're in Abilene, Kansas. And we're going to hit the road and do some more miles. On the way to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. We got some crazy little women there. I'm going to get me one. Kansas City, which sits on the border of Kansas and Missouri. Would you believe the state line goes straight through the center of town? But they still call it Kansas City. St. Louis, Missouri. This is the border between Missouri and Illinois. So we stand back behind us and get a shot of St. Louis, just like Clark Griswold did in National Lampoon's Vacation. This is us. Louisville, we went there too. Louisville, Kentucky, and not today.
Get those bugs off that I missed. $5, that wasn't bad.
Did the trick. It's all good, a good car.
Probably see that band underneath the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bit.
Back home again in Indiana. Taking a final drive in the Oldsmobile.
It's going to be the last couple of miles.
So we've done 7,000 miles in.
I've actually sold it now.
Let's go. Oldsmobile's back in NASCAR. What happened to him then? What was his fate?
He broke his neck.
Really? What, when he hit the front of a car or something? Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, well that would do it. That's for sure. Alright, well, yeah, unfortunately I can't help you, and I don't know, if you want to pull up into this driveway, my friend Jerry could probably tell you.
Yeah, because all I'm doing is just driving around in circles.
Alright, just come into there and I'll follow you up.
Did you cut his throat? No, I bled him out right off the tailgate. Me and another deputy just held him up and let him out as soon as they dropped his guts.
I dropped him. I was trying to put a stick through here and pull them up.
Yeah.
Cut their throats and rip them out, and then all you gotta do is dump their guts right there.
Yep. I'll tell you what, it took both of us. Kevin Sullivan's pretty big guy, about 6'4". It took both of us to get him up in here.
It's like this boy, I knew down Knightstown, he was driving his big Dodge Ram, hit one. And a damn deer was laying on the side there kicking, and he reached up and got his 357. And he turned real fast and he hit his head on the getting out, knocked himself out. He woke back up and the deer was gone. There he's laid.
Oh, no way.
Oh, no.
There's a big dent in the front of his truck.
I saw you.
A couple of old boys getting together.
Yeah. This is one that's been...
he got hit by a car.
Hit by a car, okay.
No, that's for sure.
Look alright?
Yeah. This is Jay's place. Yeah, he almost ran you over.
cut up with those guys. You like deer? You eat deer?
Never tried deer.
Oh.
Kangaroo. So it's only
You're
been
taking pictures again?
I'm taking pictures again, as usual, Jerry.
Car, was it?
Yeah.
I'll send you the video.
Oh, okay, so it hasn't had any bruising.
No. I looked up in there and felt the shoulders and everything. It felt good. It just happened. Hell, what, 2 hours?
Oh, okay. You just come along just after.
Well, it wrecked up her car pretty good. It tried to go.
He still got heat in it.
Yeah. Oh, he was steaming, and I just cut it like less than 30 minutes ago. I got it.
Hang on here. Here we go.
Oh. Time for that truck.
Wait on us, mister.
They took the Iron Bridge down. It's not here anymore.
What?
No, it's gone.
We used to park back here.
Alma, don't say things like that. I was thinking about that.
Right there's their pull-off spot.
Right there.
And what you used to do there?
Park.
Huh?
They don't know what parking is.
No, we do.
You have to explain it to them.
Look, there's John Deere out by the look of it.
There's one right coming at us.
Right here's what we used to do.
That's the one I meant, actually.
Right here.
Taking his beans in.
I thought it was corn.
Right here on this curve.
What you used to do on this curve?
Park right here.
Yeah?
Pull back in there.
I get it all. Why do you can't keep me so?
That's
This
not
is
very
LMA.
nice, is it?
No, it's
There used
not.
to be an Iron Bridge right here.
No, not really. I think that's where the Iron Bridge used to be, right there.
Yeah, the old Iron
Just
Bridge.
straddle that thing.
Used to be wooden.
Progress. Well, I don't ever remember it being wooden. There were certain people in this part of the country.
There's a black cemetery out there.
They call it the Underground Railroad. They would take blacks and move them from house to house and move them north.
The Underground Railroad, eh?
Underground Railroad.
It would help the slaves leave the South. He was dead.
Don't you cut too sweet there. Closer, baby.
He did, didn't he?
It's a Kennard School. What is it now?
See,
Apartment?
this is the capital of Henry County.
It was a school. It's just
That's where all these
nothing.
Kentuckians
It's
came up here and
apartments,
settled.
yeah.
They like the hills around there.
What's this place called?
Greensboro.
Greensboro.
It's named after Greensboro, North Carolina.
Where they run a Winston Cup race over
There's an
there.
old historical
See
mark
right
right
here,
there.
I'm going to show you this right here. See that?
Uh-huh. Underground station.
The underground station.
Yep, Seth Henshaw.
Let me get this so I can read it on camera. I'll be able to pause that.
We're just about to fly from Indianapolis to Chicago. We'll board the plane in about an hour. That's our little beauty out there. All 32 seats of it.
Lovely. Aren't we in for just so much fun? Twin prop.
And then we've got,
God love those little shit boxes.
I think we've got about an hour and a half wait at Chicago Midway Airport, which it's not O'Hare, so supposedly it shouldn't be as busy. We'll see.
Is it a UA plane? Exactly the same as the one that flew into the Twin Towers? Well, it's true.
I don't think they're that big, were they?
Yep. Every single bit is big.
I suppose.
That's what we're flying from. No, we're not. We're on ATA, aren't we?
ATA, yeah, we're on a bigger one, I think, aren't we?
Yeah, it better be. It's Halloween here on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. We successfully negotiated our 2 flights from Indianapolis, and that's now about 8 o'clock in the evening on Halloween. And the traffic's pretty bad, but there's some characters around. We rented ourselves a car.
Super lucky.
Yeah, 2-door bloody Mitsubishi
Sports
whatever.
car looking thing.
It's alright if you're 5 foot tall. Hustler Club on the right hand side as depicted in the film The People vs Larry Flint. That's the famous Viper Room nightclub where River Phoenix died, right out the front there on the sidewalk.
We've got a bit of some flowers, a bit of a shrine to him out the front. You can see when we go past behind that rubbish bin.
Well, Today is October 31, 2001, and today is the final, or this evening is the final evening of Glenn and I and our American adventure. And we've come to the City of Angels before we fly out tomorrow, Los Angeles. And behind me is downtown LA, and that's sort of obviously from the south, from up here at Griffith's Observatory. Which is right next to the Greek Theatre, actually, where Neil Diamond recorded Hot August Night in 1972. And over here, just below us, is the old Hollywood. Bel Air over to the right-hand side, and we're staying about halfway between here and the coast, which is over near Venice Beach, to the west in Beverly Hills, right in front of UCLA. The Greek Theatre here up in the Hollywood Hills, off Vermont. It's an open theatre, open air theatre, where Neil Diamond recorded Hot August Night and Love at the Greek. It's a little lackey we're driving around. Riggs ordered it especially. This is Vine Street on the corner of Hollywood Boulevard. This is Capitol Records building. So designed to look like a stack of records piled on top of each other. At the front of the famous Palace Theatre here on Vine Street, just over the road from the Capitol Records building. Many a famous film premiere was held here in the 30s right up to the 60s. Looking straight up Beechwood Drive. Well, it's the final day. It's the 1st of November 2001, and the American adventure is coming to an end for Glenn and I, but we've decided to come to Hollywood to become movie stars. Well, I reckon the only way we get a shot in the business is maybe in the porno industry. But anyway, this is obviously the most photographed sign in the world. We're in Hollywood, up in the Hollywood Hills. And we're going to go through Beverly Hills this morning and have a look at some palm-lined streets where all the stars used to live, and we're going to make our way over towards the beach. Believe it or not, that's LA. That's a shot of what we were looking at last night, basically.
10 o'clock in the morning, you can't see for the smog, but...
The camera I don't think can pick up too many buildings through there, but believe it or not, that's LA downtown down there. Cruising to the Hollywood Hills, sign up there. And this is an interesting piece of road that leads up to here, actually, through these little houses.
Oh, pretty big houses, some of them, pretty exclusive area, isn't it?
Well, that's true. They're all sort of crammed together on the side of the hill, and the road is real twisty and wide. Have a look at that little Chevy truck right there. From the 50s, with the sign on there.
Got that.
Brett and Riggs live at the Hollywood Bowl. Just like the Beatles and everyone else. Sort of speaks for itself, the Hollywood Bowl. It's Beverly Drive in Beverly Hills. Where else could you be? All those palm trees lining the road. Sign.
Like the stop signs, everyone gets them from everywhere. Pretty flash. Rodeo Drive.
The back of the Beverly Hills Hotel. Here at the end of Rodeo Drive, corner of Rodeo Drive and Sunset Boulevard. That's Santa Monica Pier, here on the west coast. It's our first look at the Pacific Ocean on this side.
Shops as far as the eye can see.
Alrighty, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now on the 1st of November, which means that Riggs and I have to take the rent-a-car back from here in Venice Beach, and we've got to get on the aeroplane.
It's the last day of our trip, so this is the last scenic spot we'll be seeing in this great country.
It's been an amazing 5 weeks, and we'll do the summary when we get home because we haven't got much videotape left, but it's been the most amazing 5 weeks you can imagine.